Hey, what is going on, everybody? You already know we're back in the house. It's College Football Frenzy on Out of the Box Sports here. Check it out. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We're all here. My name is Paul Spencer. Right below me, I got Mike Laurel, a.k.a. Big Mike. Right next to me, Joe Sullivan, a.k.a. The John. Right below Mr. Al Bundy, Polk High there, varsity Hall of Fame guy. Sean Killer Kilray. Boys, what's going on? It's been a while. How we feeling?
What's up, fellas?
What's going on, guys?
What's up? Doing good, man.
Much,
hey,
man.
I don't know who the Eagles are going to pick, but I know I scored 4 touchdowns in one game. All right.
Now, Joe, I heard it was 6 touchdowns. Is that true? Was it 4? Or
Yeah,
I heard
that's
6
what I
someplace.
heard.
What was it, Joe?
Yeah.
What was it?
Oh, was it 6? I thought it was 4. I thought it was 4 all these years. Maybe it was 6. I don't know.
Oh shit! You stopped counting after the first half, didn't you?
Yeah.
No, listen, guys. He scored 4 touchdowns and two extra point conversions.
Oh,
there
that's
we
what it
go.
was. That's what it was.
Yeah.
A little asterisk there. Okay, you
Yeah.
got it. You got it. That's what it was.
That's what it
All
is.
right, all right. There we go. Well, boys, listen, we're back here, man. College football is 24/7, 365 days a year. The shit never stops. We already know that, but it's off season here. Let's talk about something. You know, we all watch college sports out there, but you know, if I'm a college athlete, you know, I know I'm going to be the number 1 pick out there. What are the odds of me doing something stupid in your eyes? What kind of person does something stupid where they drive a car and race somebody out there, and now there's a warrant out for your arrest? Let's talk about this. Jalen Carter legal issues. What do you guys see with this?
It's just a young kid making a bad mistake. That's all.
Immaturity, man. Isn't thinking.
Yeah.
It's going to cost him
Basically,
some
you
money,
know.
though. Might cost
Now-
him some money.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that it's a warrant for his arrest. He said he was going to go to the. He's already collaborated, talked to the police, but
Mm-hmm.
there it's not a felony charge as of yet. But if you think about it, this could be an accomplice of a murder. If you really think about
Yeah.
this, in a lot of legal eyes, what do you guys see?
Stafford died, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just like Mike said, this could cost you millions and millions of dollars being the number 1 pick, projected first pick overall.
Mhm.
I mean, Sean, you said immaturity. You know, Mike, you said making a bonehead mistake. Joe, what would you classify this as?
A little bit of both. I mean, I'm more on the lines of what Mike's saying. I don't think there was any malicious intent. I think
No.
he just made a bonehead mistake. And to be honest with you, I know we'll get into it a little later, but sitting here with the 10th pick, please let 9 guys drop. Please let 9 guys mark
Pass
him
him,
off.
right? Right?
Yeah.
I'll gladly
Come
take
on.
him at 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go build that mofo a racetrack. He can fly around all he wants.
Mike, I think you'll be the
Exactly.
first. I think you'll be the first motherfucker to close down 95 and say, "Go ahead, have your fun tonight." Yeah, but I mean, you think about this. I mean, it could go both ways here. The warrant was out to his arrest already. He's going to, go there. Of course, we already know that. But now, let's say the NFL has this thing where prior to the draft, you're in college. They can't hold that to NFL standards, where they can't knock you for it right now. What happens at college until you're classified as signed NFL? If there's a felony charge where it's, of course, you're going to see jail time. We already know that. Let's put that out of the boat there. But let's say it's a misdemeanor. Does this knock his draft equity of being number 1 projected? What do you guys think?
Oh, yeah.
To some teams,
yeah.
Depending on, how would your Dallas Cowboys take them,
Oh, hell yeah. We take cokeheads. Why not?
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I asked you first.
God,
you know how some players.
Dallas wouldn't take them. Jeez, of course they will.
Michael Irvin's going to pick him up.
Yeah, right.
But no. But
yeah. I mean, I think it does drop him a little bit. No, it shouldn't hurt him. I mean, you listen, a caliber like that. I mean, you're projected number one. You've already proven what you could do. I think he to teams maybe there's a system product of the system where, like a Belichick, I know a Belichick wouldn't take him. It's a product of a system, but there's going to be teams out there like, I don't give a damn what the hell you did in college, brother. We want you. You're a plug and play guy. We don't care what you did. It's a bonehead mistake.
Can I play devil's advocate with you a little bit though? Okay, because I'm looking at a mock here, right? You got in the top 10 picks, say 4 quarterbacks go in the top 10, all right? That's 4 spots. Right now I'm looking Will Anderson probably goes top 10. I'm looking Tyree Wilson, edge rusher. He's getting a lot of buzz. Texas top 10. Miles Murphy, possibly Clemson. And then so that's what? That's three linemen right there in the top 10. Now, the fact that he does have this bonehead mistake, and there's also 3 other linemen possibly going in the top 10, along with 4 quarterbacks, it's not out of the realm of an impossibility that I thought a month ago that he could last till 10. I think there could. I mean, I still don't think he will last till 10, but I think I mean, I can make the argument though. If you look at this right here, I can make the argument that he could possibly slide, but I don't think he slides further than like 11 or 12. I mean, he's still going to be a top 10 or 12.
Oh, yeah, that's not going past that.
And you got to look at the draft order, too, which we're definitely going to get into here. We're going to do a little mock draft with all 4 of us here. But you got to look at team needs, too. I mean, there's teams that need a quarterback. Well, you're not going to take, a project player, a Carter over a Stroud or a Young that you need. So there is a possibility of him dropping to, I hope he don't drop that far because there's a team out there that I do not want him to go to. And I'm sitting with 3 of you guys right now. We already know that,
but say it ain't so.
I got a question though. Like with this draft, I mean, if you're looking at it, really, this could really possibly hurt him, and he could drop down to 10 if you really think about it. Think about the quarterbacks that are going to go. Think about the wide receivers that may go, and the defensive backs. So it couldn't be out of the possibility of a realm of him dropping all the way down like that.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right. Go ahead.
The mock I have right in front of me. Yeah, to case in point, this is Bucky. I mean, mock, you could wipe your ass with mock half the time. But this is one from yesterday. It's Bucky Brooks, right? There's no corner in the top 10. Does anybody think there's not going to be a corner in the top 10? One of these kids is going to go in the top 10.
Yeah, with us, top 10.
You know what I'm saying? So this and plus this is before this came out. He has Jalen Carter number 1. Well, I don't see that happening.
No.
So. But still,
now,
you know what I mean?
Mike said, it changes things, like the whole dynamic of the draft. I see him possibly, like Mike said, dropping to us. That'd be awesome, but it remains to be seen.
And like I said,
everybody's going to draft quarterbacks, man.
Right, and it does go against your draft needs. I mean, listen, we'll talk about we're going to do the mock draft, as we said, but you're sitting there number 1 being Chicago Bears. Okay, well, we're going to talk about a haul that you might get being the Bears. You don't need a quarterback. Well, that's the only possibility where a Jalen Carter might go, a Will Anderson might go, because it's all based on what you get for that player coming into the draft. And it could be a 6 or trust a process, a fundamental system where you're getting 2 first-round picks in next year or whatever you have out there. Because there's a lot of teams, just like Joe, you said, what are the Bears in salary cap money? $90 million?
Yeah, the Bears not about $90 million. I'll tell you what, man. Yeah, we'll get into it, but the Bears, if they play their cards right, man, the Bears, I think could be a real good team. They could be a real rival of the Eagles and the Cowboys in a year or two. They'll be one of the top dogs in the NFC.
Exactly. Yeah. Now with Jalen Carter here, I mean, if I don't even know who his agent is, but if you're an agent, what are you telling Jalen Carter? If you're his agent, Mike, I'll start with you. If you're his agent, what are you telling him right now? Mike, you there?
He froze.
All right, Joe, I'll go with you. He's still thinking on that one. He's still thinking about Jalen Carter.
Well, I mean, at this point, it's damage control. I mean, I was going to bring this up. Remember what was it, about 6 years ago? Remember Laramie Tunzel, where he got caught, where they had the picture of him with the big ass
gas
bomb?
mask.
Yes, yes.
With the gas mask.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And guess what? I would use that as the example, because Laramie Tunzel's made a lot of money in this league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's one of the top O linemen. You're right.
He slid in the draft. He slid in the draft. Till what? I think he went all the way to 13.
Yeah,
and
he
came
back,
in.
yeah.
He came in, he put his head down, and he kicked some ass, and now he's a hell of a player, and he's made millions of dollars. So that's exactly what I would tell
Miami drafted him, and then Houston he got traded to. But yeah,
lights
out, man.
I'll tell you another guy too and it's always brought up every year at the draft too, is Warren Sapp.
Look
how far he fell down just because of smoking weed. Yeah, I know, Trouble. Yeah. I know. Mike Mamula.
Yeah.
Greatest legend ever.
Eric Brooks. We can go on and on for another
Ray Lewis acquitted of murder.
Slap in the face.
But Mike, I was saying, go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and Sean and Mike, to make you guys even feel more sick, if you remember the draft pick that we traded, instead of taking Sapp, we traded up to get Mamula, and I think the pick we traded turned out to be Derek Brooks.
Yeah, it was.
That's why I said Derek Brooks. Yeah.
Yeah, and ain't that amazing? Yeah. Oh God.
Where are they at? Oh, the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Mamula was pulling his pants down, exposing himself. Thanks, Mike.
No, shut up, dude. Stop. I had to deal with that. Thanks. Had to deal with that firsthand. It's not a sight you want to see.
Oh God, Mike! I was asking before you froze up there to give you a little bit of time to think. If you're Jalen Carter's agent going into the speculation of a warrant, felony charges, misdemeanor, what are you telling Jalen Carter right now as his agent?
For him to man up and own up to it, because if you do that, and I'll give you a perfect case in point. This past baseball season, Alec Bohm got caught on national TV basically saying he effing hates this place.
Yeah.
The kid, after the game, literally went there and said, look, I was frustrated. I said it. I did it.
He owned up to it. Yep.
He owned up to it. The next night, they gave him a standing ovation.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to say Jalen Carter's going to get a standing ovation, but it's going to show his character. It's going to sit there and say, look, I made a mistake. I was stupid. I shouldn't have been doing that. And look, whatever happens, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But at least now he's showing he's taking accountability, and teams are going to look at that and go, all right, look, the kid made a mistake, but he's owning up to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like I said, I would love for him to drop the number 10. I seriously doubt it, but I said, I just made the case, the opposite case, because there is a lot of linemen that are going to go.
Yeah.
There is a lot of cornerbacks that are going to go, wide receivers and quarterbacks. So to think if this really becomes a legal issue, like if we don't get him, Dallas is going to get him. Because
at 26, I think he's a far, like, we have to give up the bank to move up. I can't see that happening. He's not going to drop near close to where he can move.
Well, listen, you guys have to. If you have a rap sheet, Steven and Jerry are coming to get you.
Oh, we already know that, but I mean, there's a difference between moving up 20 spots or 15 spots.
You're going to have to give up a lot. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's there. I mean, we move up 5 spots, I'll give up something, but I can't move up 15 spots to overjump you guys. No, it ain't going to happen.
Well, here would be. I'll tell you what. Here would be the perfect scenario. If we're sitting there at 10 and there's a quarterback there, and a team wants us to move down. I'll just say to like 16, 17, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. We move down 5, 6, 7 spots, and if say Carter continued to drop, then all of a sudden the Eagles with 2 first-round picks and the extra draft capital that they get for moving down, they could afford to take it. They could afford to take a gamble on a guy that might have character issues, because if he doesn't pan out, we have the extra picks.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I love this time of year because I love the draft, because there's always something that goes out of whack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Joey and Paul, we were in here last year watching the first round. And like, were we not all sitting there going, what is going on?
Yeah.
Because everything that everybody talked about was going to happen didn't happen. We were like, okay. Like, other than the obvious first pick. After that, like, we were like, whoa. Just like some of the moves, like, so that's my whole thing about this whole, drafting. But with Jalen Carter, his best bet is just to come out, own it, and really kind of learn from it. And the next time his boy pulls up and says, "Hey, you want to race?" He's got to look at him and go, "Dude, pound sand, bro. Like, I got endorsement deals waiting on me." You know? But I'll tell you what, he goes to Chicago, dude. Whew. Chicago's going to be good because, you know, one of their guys that they're going after is Hargreaves from the Eagles. They're going to make a strong push for him. So imagine getting
I heard the kid from Bama is probably going to go number 1, Anderson.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends on which guy's feeling it because
they're going to trade that pick. I'd be shocked if they pick at 1.
That
floored
knee quarterback and that hit or miss, and they got to move up. I see the Colts, like I said earlier in the show, so I'll stick with that.
Yeah. Now, Sean, let me ask you real quick before I say, what would you say to Jalen Carter? I almost call him Jalen Hurts there. Big difference there. But Jalen Carter, what would you tell him as his agent going into the draft with all the legal issues?
Just basically how Mike hit it right off the head. You know, man up for your mistakes, you know, and, you know, do whatever's necessary, whether it be community service, this and that. Something's going to happen. But just like Mike said, he owned up to it. He got on TV or whatnot and radio and just owned up for his mistakes. Because if he didn't, it'd be a bigger problem. Then for sure, you know, he's going back. He might not even get drafted.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. It's like we both said, you know, especially Mike there, opening up to it. If you own up to your mistakes, I mean, there's something that we all know as college fans, the Wonderlic test. That's bullshit. That don't mean shit. It's a standardized test, the IQ. Well, showing your dedication and owning up to your mistake, that's something a Wonderlic test can't provide you with. Owning up to that mistake is be like, he owned up to this. Wow, he could be a felon charge if this has killed the person. Wow, he owned up to it. That shows a lot of character. Screw what happened. He made a mistake. We're going to take him. I agree. He owned up to the mistake. It's, you know, it's all eyes of who's drafting you and what your needs are. Legal issues don't mean a shit unless it's a felony charge. Felony, then you might be doing some time. You know, then you might be, you know, sitting out for years and years. But a talent like that, own up to your mistakes, and you can get paid, brother. Very easy. You know.
Yeah, most definitely. Like I said, as long as you're cool with it and like you own up and go, well, look, I did it. It was stupid.
Right.
You know. But going forward, I got to know not to do it again.
And hey, I was going to say, I know one team that probably won't take him, and that would be the Raiders, because the Raiders. No, because the Raiders can't afford any more legal problems. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Henry Ruggs, if you're up there listening, brother.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's
I mean. It's funny because the Raiders were always the team that would take the Outlaws, but now if I'm the Raiders GM, I'm almost seeing if the guys go to church. I'm like, yo, y'all go to church every week because I'm not messing with this draft.
You're the scout out there.
The wide receiver Justin Blackman from Oklahoma State, perfect example.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Like off and on legal issues. Getting arrested with so much talent, and then 3-strike rule. See you later.
He was projected top 5 at a wide receiver at Oklahoma State. He was projected top 5.
Jacksonville Jaguars drafted him, but he had so many chances. Got slapped on the wrist, and you know they said enough's enough, and that
dude was. He was really good. I remember him from school, man. He was.
Man, he was a highlight reel at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma and Oklahoma State, man, that was a hell of a game. He went off, but all in all, it's a shame.
Yeah, great example. Yeah, exactly, 100%. But, you know, we're moving on here real quick. Now, I want to ask you guys a difference there. On the 215 Boys shows, we were talking about, you know, we were talking about projected picks, and Dave mentioned Bryce Young. Now, let me ask you guys here. We all know the Combine's coming up here in a couple weeks here, coming up in Indianapolis. Now, if I'm number one and I'm thinking number one quarterback and I'm Bryce Young as a person, does it benefit me to throw at the Combine versus my pro day? What do you guys think? Does that take away draft equity? Knowing that you're going to be one of the top players out there, does it take away any equity for the scouts and the eyes of the NFL Network to watch you throw a ball?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either, because all the NFL teams go to your Combine. They go to the Combine, and they also go to your pro day. So, like, for me, you could stay at home and you're going to be throwing to people that you're used to throwing to, instead of throwing to guys that you don't know. Like, how many times have we seen guys that are like, you know, Heisman winners or really high ranked quarterbacks, and they're sitting there throwing to some dude from like West Dakota State who can't catch a cold.
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean? Like, it's the
He
truth.
ain't running the right routes and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and it makes the quarterback look bad, even though like these dudes got hands for feet trying to catch. So I think, and it's been going towards that way now, probably like the last 5 years that the guys have been staying home, where they're like, dude, come to our pro day. Now the only thing is though, you got to make sure your field's up to date and up to snuff.
Yeah.
Who was the kid? Was it the kid last year from Michigan? Blew his knee out.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. What was his name?
It was the kid.
The defensive end that got drafted by the Raven.
Jacoby or something.
Yeah, he was like
Obi-Wan
Kenobi or something.
He's always saying Obi-Wan. Yeah, but
he's Obi-Wan.
I mean, I sat back. I felt so bad for that kid because all he tried to do was come off the line, man. And all of a sudden, boom! Now he's walking around. Blew his knee out. So, I mean, the only thing good about the combine anymore is that you get to watch Rich Eisen do his 40 run.
Oh, I love that.
That's probably that's the best thing. Like I like they should start putting bets out there whether he's going to collapse or not because my man looks dead tired.
Oh man, yeah, it's one of the highlights of it.
It's great for the steakhouses in Indianapolis too, St. Elmo's and the other one, because there ain't much to do in Indianapolis except go get a steak.
Exactly.
That's what they do. You know what I'm saying?
I
was there.
Oh, yeah, that's the drafts in Kansas City. I apologize.
I agree. I agree 100%. I mean, to me, like when you go to the combine, we talked about it, and when you go to the combine, all eyes are on you. I'm drawing a blank here. What was the guy that played for Dallas, the broad jumper, the cornerback that went to Miami? Byron? I forgot his name.
Byron Jones.
Byron Jones, thank you. Now, he was projected 5th round pick, okay? But when he broke that standing long jump record, that broad jump, like a 13th, whatever it was, world record, in the Guinness Book of World Record, it moved him up so goddamn high just from that there. That to me is like that's the only thing that could benefit a pro combine in Indianapolis. To me, it means nothing where you throw a ball. And just like Mike said, I'd rather throw to my number one wide receiver, my tight end, my coaches, just in my home. That makes me feel 100% better because that right there, I know I'm getting drafted top 5. What can go wrong? I can throw a bad ball in millions of eyes at pro day. In the NFL Network, or I can have a bad ball here, and I can say, "Hey, this is what happened. Not a big deal." But
dude, look up Mike Mamula. You want to talk about Mr. K draft? I mean, there you go. Like Mike Mamula was it. Like he was
combine warrior. Exactly.
Yeah.
There's one right there. John Ross running a 4.2 shot him up the boards. Right. You look at Chris Johnson, same way. You remember him? I mean, he had a good career, but running that 4.3 at the time boosted him up to the number one running back in the country. Like, come on, really? Craziness.
John Ross, what a disappointment he turned out to be.
Big time.
Yeah, how about that,
Big
man?
time.
And
Big
the Bengals were so high on him, and he just grabbed the bed, man.
Dude, I honestly though, it wasn't just the Bengals. I think everybody was high on him. The Bengals just happened to have they were just unlucky enough to pick him because guaranteed if they didn't pick him, the next team or two was picking them. You run a 4.2. You think you're getting Tyreek Hill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. And that's the thing. I mean, you look at when you're at the combine, even as a combine fan, I'm sitting here like, what son of a bitch is going to run a 4.1 this year? Who's it going to be?
Yeah.
I look for that. Just like Mike said, I look for Eisen to run his 40-yard dash. That's one of my things. And I want to see who's going to break that 4.2 record. I want to see this stuff. It's to me, it's just like a spectacle. It means nothing to me. It's for the guys that were invited to the camp to make a statement to me.
That's what I liked. Like the diamond is in the rough. The guys that you don't think. I mean, they had a great college career wherever they played, low level, high level, but just to go on that main stage, just like you say, and knock out the box. That's what's up.
Evan says regarding their John Ross, I don't think they had the quarterback for him. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, he could be well, they did have Dalton. I mean, Dalton wasn't a terrible.
Dalton, that's when Dalton was pretty solid.
That was his good years, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and they also had what's his face? They had Dalton. They had Carson Palmer too.
Carson Palmer.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I mean, he was able to throw the ball. No, he just had hands and feet.
Right.
Yeah,
he could run for days, but he couldn't catch. You're right.
yeah. You know what's?
That's just like Jalen Rieger.
Yeah.
Man.
You know what I was going to say? You know what's funny is one of the things I always look for in the combine is particularly for like defensive linemen. It's not necessarily the 40; it's the cone drill.
The cone.
The shuttle drill. Yeah.
Because I feel like teams and scouts are more into that because D linemen aren't running 40 yards usually, but they look for that quick burst. You know what I mean? Or that getting around the edge.
It shows you how fluid you are around the edge. Great footwork, hips. And if you can wiggle and wave your way out there, man, it's lights out for you, man. That's what somebody wants. Like, look at Reggie White, man. Like, and
dude, like
Aaron Donald. The list goes on and on. You guys can name a few. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, I'll tell you what. You know who used to? I like watching the offensive linemen go at.
Oh yeah.
And the defensive linemen,
they're such a hybrid. Like they're so big. Like it's a shame. Michael Becton. He's with the Jets now, but he had a great combine.
Yeah.
Bro, now he's battling injuries, man, and he hasn't been living up to his potential. But like Mike said, the hands, the feet, and just like the all-around movement, man. I like that as well.
I think it's fun. Like I'm sorry, I don't want to see guys try to twist and turn and do whatever, man. Like I want to see them like bust their ass and like move. Like like to me that's mano y mano.
1-on-1, baby. Yep. Yeah. You're gonna beat you. Yeah, you beat me a couple of times. Your draft prospect's gonna go up. I'm not gonna let you beat me. I'm here to eat too.
Yeah,
really. Be killed, baby.
Evan says real quick, love players who go late and show out like Ahmad Bradshaw said. Of course, he had to mention a Giants guy, but you're right. I mean, I like the guys that are unsung that have something to prove out there because listen, this could be going from eating a cup of noodles every day to eating a filet mignon. That's what you do at the combine. So hell yeah,
look at Brock Purdy last year, dude. He was Mr. Relevant.
Yeah.
That's something.
So I mean, you never know. I mean, like we got lucky as Eagle fans. We got lucky with Jordan Mailata. He was a 7th round pick.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, I was listening to Dave, and he said something at the end of your show, Paul, when or you guys' show, when he was just like, well, Howie don't know how to draft. I mean, I kind of disagree with that. Has Howie had some bad drafts? Yeah, like there was a few, like Danny Watkins. That still sticks a crow in my ass with him.
Yep.
Okay.
I blame that on Big Red, though. I blame that on Andy Reid.
Andy Reid was high on him. He just liked his all around play. But Jalen Rieger.
I don't know, but Jalen Rieger
will always stick out to me. Like I would love to ask him, why did you take him over Justin Jefferson? You obviously didn't look at tape. I'm sorry, but
it's not that I don't think they looked at tape, man. It was for need. When you listen, when he was coming out, okay, the biggest thing number one, Jefferson was a slot. He was a slot, but he was a slow slot. He wasn't a fast slot. They were trying to replace Deshaun Jackson, who wasn't going to be here, so that's why they went after Jalen Rieger. It was a speed thing, and that's why, people who know football, and I believe it or not, I think some Eagle fans are mostly knowledgeable. Like they throw that up, but they don't go back and look at the team that we had. That was Deshaun Jackson. He played 2 games the whole year and sat the whole rest of the year out. Right. So he was trying to replace him. And that's all that was. And I saw that, and I was like, and people were like, oh well, they should have went out and got it. Well, they had Greg Ward at the time, and I'm sorry, like Justin Jefferson wasn't a really big name coming out. If you go back and look at that wide receiver draft class, dude. Here's the reason why he won 22nd. Ruggs went ahead of him. Lamb went ahead of him. Like all these different people went ahead of him, man. So like that, I don't blame Howie for that. He went for need, not the best player on the board.
That's good that you said that, Mike. I look at it a different way now, thinking about what you just said. It was a product of plugging a player of what you lost. Filling that exact hole. Your scheme. a scheme
and
pick
it
is what
didn't
it
work
was.
out.
You know?
Yeah, you're
exactly.
right.
Yeah, we look at it that way. I agree with that one. Yeah, but now that we look back, we're like, Jesus Christ, are you serious?
I mean, dude, don't
You know?
get it twisted. I was screaming for Justin Jefferson too because I thought he would definitely help the Eagles.
Right.
But you knew, like, I just knew that, like, looking back at that, even like after that draft, like, oh man, why did he take him? Why did he take him? And then, you know, Rager started getting killed, which he should have. But I mean,
right,
dude, like, nobody foresaw Justin Jefferson doing what he did either.
No,
because if they did, he would have been the first wide receiver going.
Yeah,
not
that's
like the
true.
fifth.
Mm-hmm.
So
Evan says Tony Romo, undrafted, Eastern Illinois. You know, he had a great combine as well. You know, nobody knew who he was. Between Jefferson, Marshall, and Chase was one bound. Bad people thought it would be Jefferson on how you play in LSU. Yeah, I mean, that to me, that draft, just like Mike said, when CD was there, it was I wanted Justin Jefferson. I knew CD Lamb was a great route runner in Oklahoma, but I was like, Justin Jefferson, like, you got to get this guy as well. But for him to drop that far, that was talking about something falling from heaven. That happened for the Vikings.
Hey, bro, listen, you know what else too? Remember, a lot of people wanted Randy Moss's kid for tight end.
How'd that work out?
Thaddeus
Sedarius.
Yeah.
Thaddeus, Moss. Yeah.
Everybody was jumping up and down wanting him. And I was like, dude, come on. Like, and now, where's he been?
Well, it's another guy you bring up too, Jared Payton, Great Walter Payton's son. Miami, Tennessee Titans. You know, the pedigree's there, but it wasn't for him, you know.
All you have to do to realize that the draft, for all our mock drafts and the research and everything, all you have to do is look at exactly what Mike's son Evan sent. Tony Romo, how many undrafted free agents are in the National Football League Hall of Fame? There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I mean, well, Romo's not in the Hall of Fame, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
I was. He said Romo. I had Kurt Warner on the brain, but Romo was a hell of a player too. You know what I mean? Like, either way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, like, if you look at some of these other people, you know,
that's funny.
There you go, Mike.
Yeah, all right. Now I don't know about this.
No. Actually, my kid was the one who talked me. Like, me and him talked about Carson Strong. I told you we used to watch him play at Nevada. So, but I think
he's rehabbing right now in Nevada. He's okay. He's got that new knee.
You're gonna laugh at him, but I mean, don't laugh when you see him. Like, I mean, it's you guys are kind of putting it out there. Like, the kid don't have a shot to come back. He does. He's young.
Hey, maybe. Well, you know what? For your sake and Carson Strong's, I hope he has a hell of a career as long as he doesn't go to one of our rivals.
Yeah.
Let him go to like the AFC or something.
Yeah, right. I agree. But you know what? How about Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Why not? Let's go to the Jets. Shit. Why not? No, send him down to Washington. What did I put on the out of the box? 12 quarterbacks in the last 10 years or 6 years?
Yeah.
Like 12 quarterbacks in the last 6 years from the Commanders. Like, come on, wow. Anybody can go there. What the hell, you know? But let's flip this real quick. Now, you know, with the NFL draft coming up here as college football fans, we know the players out there. But let's have a little fun with this real quick. Let's play GM real quick, guys. So I'm gonna start this out here. Now, the Chicago Bears are on the clock. We're gonna throw a little curveball in here first. But I'm going to start off Chicago Bears, no trades. Joe, I'll start out with you. Who are you going to take as Chicago Bears number one, no trades?
Oh, no trade. All right, well, no trades. I'm gonna go Will Anderson then.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, Sean.
Will Anderson.
Okay, Sean. Sean, you muted yourself. Sean, you got muted. You got muted, Sean.
I bet Will Anderson as well as which
Sean's already come up with. Sean's just behind the scenes, like coming up with a trade. He's on the phone with fucking Howie right now. What do you want? That's why he was muted. That's why he was muted.
Hold on. You want to talk to Mike Laura? Hold on.
All right. So who are you taking real quick? You're taking who?
Will Anderson as well.
Okay. Mike, where are you gonna go?
I'm gonna go defense because I think they need defense.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go defense. I'm gonna take Jalen Carter.
You're going with Jalen Carter.
He's the best player on the board, man. You got to take him.
Okay. All right. So we got now. If you take a player, he's off your board. Remember that. Okay. I'm not going to keep track of who we take. I'm actually going to go. I'm going to go Will Carter here, too. I think he is a generational linebacker, one of a kind. I think he's like a Ray Lewis type. You got to go there. You have to. Middle linebacker, you got to start there. All right, now I'm going to throw a trade in real quick. We're going to go vice versa. Joe, you're on the clock. You're the GM for the Chicago Bears. What are you doing? Who are you trading to, and what are you going to get for this trade?
All right, I'm calling up the owner of Indianapolis, and I'm getting him. He's going to be all banged up. All right, so I'm calling him up, and I'm like, yo, Mr. Irsay, I know you want a quarterback, so I am raking you over the coals, asshole. All right, you're going to give me number 4. You're going to give me your second rounder, and you're going to give me next year's one. And if you want a quarterback, that's the cost of doing business, and if you don't like it, I'm calling the Raiders. You know what I mean? But I think Indianapolis pays the price because they went from Peyton Manning to Andrew Luck to like a cemetery of ancient relics. You know what I mean? So I think Chicago moves down to number 4 and they get all that draft capital.
Okay. Sean, what's going to happen with you if the trade happens here with Chicago?
I'll say the same thing with Joe, probably Colts. It's definitely they're real needy at quarterback. Same thing with the picks. So,
agree.
That's it for me.
All right. What are you getting back from it, though? You're going to get back the same thing, Joe? You're going to get the fucking whole farm plus the buffet, too? Okay.
Same thing.
Mike, what's your trade offer here for the Chicago?
Trade offer, I would trade. You know it's probably going to be Indianapolis because they want to jump ahead of everybody else.
Yeah.
But, you're going to give at least 2 1s and 2 2s to move up to that number 1 pick, at least.
Wow. Okay. All right.
I mean, dude, that's the going rate. 2 1s and 2 2s.
I agree.
I mean, who was it that gave up 4 number 1 picks, right? Somebody just gave up 4 or 3 number 1 picks.
Who was that?
Somebody just a year ago they did that. So they gave up 3 number 1 picks to move up. And that wasn't even in the first pick. That was like within the top 5.
Right.
So,
hey, you know what? So I said the Colts, and I do think it's the Colts, obviously, and we all agree. But watch out for Carolina too. Carolina's a possibility, or Atlanta. One of those 2 teams could possibly move up too. But I'm going with the Colts still.
Okay, I agree. I think if I'm the GM for the Bears, I'm calling the Colts and saying, listen, Houston, they're going to get the quarterback that's not even one. They're going to take one. You're going to get this guy here because if we take Young, they take Stroud. You want Stroud, they take Young. Arizona doesn't need a quarterback. Colts, here it is. You're going to give up the farm. I want your 4th pick. I want your 2nd round pick, and I want your 1st round next year. And then give me a 5th and 6th as well for shits and giggles. I think they hold the key.
You know what though? I'm going to throw a curveball. I'm going to throw a curveball in though to who the number 1 pick's going to be. It's not going to be Bryce Young. I think by the time this by the time this combine is over, I think Anthony Richardson's going to be the first pick.
Really?
Yeah, because I've been reading a lot. I mean, it could be smoke because there's a lot of misinformation out there, but there's a lot of speculation is that Steichen is going to want Richardson because he's got a lot of the same skill set as Jalen Hurts, and they think they can develop him.
Man, I don't know, man. I'm on the fence with Dan Richardson. As you guys know, I think he needs another year or 2 down there. I mean, he had great games, but you play one great game, you got to back that up with another game. He didn't have that this year. He really didn't.
So do I, but a lot of I don't know. I could be dead wrong, but it seems like there's a lot of things that are out there that are saying like people.
Yeah.
You know how this time for instance. And the Jets really fucked up by doing this, but nobody thought Zach Wilson was going 2nd 2 years ago.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden the draft process started. The kid threw hard. They found out he bangs MILFs, and next thing you know, he's the 2nd pick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. All right, so let's go to number 2 here. The Houston Texans are on the clock. I think this is pretty much a which QB they taking, correct? Mike, I'll start with you. I'll start with you this time.
Yeah, I think they're going to go C.J. Stroud. I think they're going to go with him.
Okay.
I'm not real big on Ohio State quarterbacks, but, he's probably going to take him to go. That's probably going to be their pick.
Sean, where are you going to go?
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. Okay. All right. So you're gonna flip flop it. Okay, Joe, where are you gonna go?
Yeah, I'm going Bryce Young. I think they think he's the safer pick, and they're afraid they're going to fuck it up.
I think they do too. I think they learned their lesson with Deshaun Watson being a running quarterback. I think they're trying to get away from that. I think they go Bryce Young a little bit more pocket presence, smaller pocket presence quarterback. I think they go Young as well. That's where I think they go. All right, let's talk about Arizona here. I mean, you got Kyler Murray, no quarterback needed. Where are you going to go be in Arizona?
For me, Jalen Carter.
Sean, I'll start with you. Jalen Carter. Okay, you're taking Jalen now.
Jalen
All right.
Carter.
Joe, I'll go with you.
I'm going to say they go Tyree Wilson.
Ooh, okay.
I got him taking the offensive lineman, the one you had number one. Or the
Cyrus?
No, the linebacker. I mean.
Oh, okay. Will Anderson. Will Anderson.
Yeah, Will Anderson. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I got him going offensive lineman. I got him the guy from Northwestern, Peter Skoronsky from Northwestern.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think he's the best. He's a plug and play guy. I mean, I think they got to keep Kyler Murray in the pocket and stop letting him run, especially coming off that injury. I think they're going to do a little bit more with him in the pocket. You got to protect your quarterback first. So I'm probably going to go there. It's probably a reach, but I think you got to go there for me. Well, we already know about the Colts, okay? If the Colts don't move up and Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud are still there, are you taking the best backup quarterback, Young or Stroud here?
I think they go Richardson. That's just my
opinion.
opinion.
Okay. Richardson, okay.
I think they go Stroud or Young.
Okay.
So whatever.
And who's that for? I'm sorry, you guys cut out on me.
That's Richardson. Oh, this is from the Colts.
Colts.
Yep.
No, I think I'm going to say Will Levis. I'm going to say Will Levis.
Wow. Okay. Wow. You know what? I'm just going to take up whoever's left over there. I mean, if you're going to take Stroud, I got to give Young. I already took Young off the board. I'm going to go Stroud here. I think Stroud's going to stay, pretty much near home. I think we're going to go there. Now let's talk Denver here. But Seattle's pick now. Where are you going to go? You have Geno Smith coming off a great year. What do you guys do here? Where do you guys go be in Seattle?
All right, now I have Jalen Carter on the board. I say he's a classic Pete Carroll pick. Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter goes to Pete Carroll because Pete Carroll, he can handle that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mike, I'll go with you.
I don't know, man. I'm going to say, I'm lost because they need I'm going to say offensive lineman.
Ooh, okay.
So give me the best offensive lineman. I think they're going to go there because their offensive line was horrible.
All right, so you're going to flip with me. You're probably going to take the Peter Skoronsky out of Northwestern and be the number one offensive lineman. Right. So we'll probably go there. Oh, something like that. Okay. Sean, where are you going to go?
Tyree Wilson, Texas Tech.
Oh, you got the edge rusher, right?
Edge rusher, yes.
Okay. I agree with Joe here. I think they're going to go Jalen Carter, so I have him on the board here. I think he's a Pete Carroll guy, and the one thing Pete Carroll's always known for is defense. You solidify that front four. I think you go there and you build in the back half. And the reason why is I think they bring Babby Wagner back as a linebacker cheap. So I think that's where they're going to go with me.
Okay.
So Seattle, I would go there, Seattle. Dude, I'm not even writing down my damn picks here. I don't even know who the hell's available after I pick all this shit. Now let's talk about, this is an unsung team here. Detroit Lions. Where do you go here? Do you take another wide receiver? Go back history and take another wide receiver here? What do you do?
Matt Millen would have.
Yes, he would.
I think they go corner.
Corner, okay.
Yeah.
Go corner.
Yeah.
Anybody in mind?
I have the kid from Oregon.
Okay.
You're thinking Oregon? I was thinking the kid from Illinois.
Okay, yeah, either
one. As much as I want him to drop to 10, I got a feeling once we get to 10, we're going to probably disagree, but I kind of have a feeling where they're going.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Sean, where are you going to
go? We got Raiders or Lions?
Oh, we're on Lions right now. Lions.
Unfortunately, they take our guy, Devin Weatherspoon.
Ooh,
cornerback.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, Joe, where are you going to go?
I'm going the kid from Oregon, Gonzalez.
Okay. I think they surprise people here. Whoever said Witherspoon, I think they go Witherspoon here. Who said Witherspoon? That was you, Mike? I think they go Witherspoon here. I mean, to me, there's three corners that can go with any direction, as well as Porter. I mean, I don't know where Porter's going to go. I think he's top 3 as well in the quarterback situation. So it's going to be a corner. I don't know which one, but I'm going to say corner here as well. All right, now let's talk about those Las Vegas Raiders out there. Wow. Do we believe in Stidham? What do we do? Levi's. Does he step in here? Richardson step in? What happens here?
I'm going to go Richardson with this pick.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go, since I already went Richardson, I'm going to go CJ Stroud.
Ooh, okay. Sean?
Levis.
I have both Young and Stroud off the board, so I'm going to go Levis here. I just hope whoever they pick doesn't turn out to be a damn Jamarcus Russell. That's all I'm saying.
Got to stay off that lean.
All right, so
me too, Paul. I would like a very good young, exciting quarterback from my ticket value out there. So
exactly. We look at it as a GM as a revenue here. So in Joe's situation, please go out and get a franchise quarterback. Somebody's going to draw attention, so Absolutely. Joe can sell these damn tickets out there, please.
Yeah. Well, the good thing with the Raiders is the opponents. So either way, it does well because the opponents want to go there. But so either get your quarterback this year or tank and get Caleb Williams next year.
Yeah,
so you'll see me root against the Raiders every friggin' week. If they start Stidham, I hope the Raiders go like 1-16.
There you go. Hey, why not, right? Plus, you got the selling point of being Vegas, Joe. So there you go.
Exactly.
All right, now let's talk about the Atlanta Falcons. Now, of course, they don't need a quarterback. They have Desmond Ridder. They just got rid of Mariota, so all chips on the table with Desmond Ridder here. Where are we going with the Falcons here?
I would say offensive line.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going Peter Skoronski. Yeah,
Northwestern. Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't take him yet, so I have him going to Atlanta.
All right. Sean, while you're looking, I'm going to go Paris Johnson, offensive tackle, Ohio State here.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his name. I'm sitting there looking. I'm like,
yeah, I have him number 2 on my offensive line board. Yeah,
I like him. I think he's really good.
Mm-hmm.
He.
Yeah. Sean, what you got?
Jalen Carter. Did I already say him?
Hell, I don't even know who the hell people took already.
I'll say Jalen Carter if with
Jalen and Sean's board. You might be going to 2 teams. We're not sure yet. So what the hell? It doesn't. What the hell, bro?
It's gonna be a coin flip.
It'll be a coin flip. Yeah, there we go. Let the GMs in the ring and battle that shit out. Like what was that show back in the MTV had those celebrity boxing matches? Not the animated ones.
Yeah,
forgot what the fuck it was. That's what's going to happen. That's what they're going to do.
Sean's like Marcelo Boo, the Quebec Nordiques GM who traded Lindros to 2 different teams.
Yes.
I got to deal with you. No, I got to deal with you.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. We need an arbiter. We need Larry Bertuzzi, the arbitrator, to come on this college mock draft because Jalen Carter's like, wait a minute, I thought I was already picked.
I thought I was going here. Of course. Well, no, Sean said you're going here. Well, he's like, Sean,
you're going right there and like it.
You know what? Where do you want to go? Fucking, where do you want to go, brother? Where do you want to go? That's what we're going to do. All right, let's get into it now. Here we got Carolina here. Let's go Carolina. Where are we going Carolina here?
Anthony Richardson for me.
Okay.
I got him going defensive line to give Burns some help on that D line.
Okay.
I got Will Levis.
Wow. Okay. You know what? I'm probably going to go. I'm going to go Tyree Wilson here. I think he's going to go defense again. I'm going to go take a defensive end there. I think they're going to defense here as well. That's where I'm going to go. All right. Now, I don't know who's on the clock next. There's this team called the Philadelphia Eagles out there. Now, Joe, all I know is Jalen Carter's off the board for everybody. Sean, you can't take him in 3 fucking spots here.
That's come on.
Okay? That ain't going to happen. So where are we going with the Eagles here? Howie's on the board. Mike, you just kicked Howie out of the room real quick. This is your draft. Where are you going with the Philadelphia Eagles?
I'm going to go cornerback.
Hometown?
Witherspoon's already gone. So
Hometown?
Yeah, right here. I'm going with the Navy line. I got to take Joey Porter Jr.
Okay. All right.
So on my board, Witherspoon's still there, so I'm going him, the kid from Illinois.
Ooh, okay. Wow, okay. All right. Sean?
Lucas Van Ness, edge rusher from Iowa.
Wow. Okay.
I like that. You know what's funny? Because we were talking about him in the chat.
Mm.
Me and Sean were talking about it in the chat. And the one thing is, this guy from Seattle, I think is going to want to run a lot of 34. And this edge rusher, he looks like he can rush from the edge, and he's a good inside pass rusher at defensive end position. So
Okay.
he'd be good on the 34.
All right. I'm agreeing with Mike here. I think you guys are going to lose Bradbury, and I think your plug and play player is Joey Porter. Size 6'2", great size, ball hawk. I think that's your starting corner right there in Joey Porter Jr. That's where I go.
Okay.
All right. Now let's move on here. Let's go to the Tennessee Titans. What do they need? Hell, they need a lot of pieces.
I'm going to take Mike's boy, Joey Porter Jr. is going there.
Okay. Mike, where are you going to go?
I'm going to take the first wideout going there. I'm going to say the kid from Ohio State, Njigba.
Damn. I was hoping you guys let him drop to me so I can move up a little bit. Damn.
I'm going the offensive lineman from Ohio State.
Paris.
Yeah,
Paris Johnson. Johnson.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about taking him for the Eagles because he would be a classic Howie pick.
Yep, there you go. Hey, Bubba, what's going on, Bubba? Checking in. He's like, what's up, Mike? What's up, Paul?
What's up, Bubba?
Yep, thanks for checking in, brother. Appreciate it. Let us know what you're thinking. I know you're a Patriots fan out there. Let us know what your Patriots. So you're going to draft with your Patriots real quick, Bubba. To me, Tennessee. Mike, I agree with you here, but I don't think they go in Jigba here. I think they go USC Jordan Addison, a little bit more size.
Okay. Yeah, because you figured they got the kid from last year, Bird.
Jalen Burks, yeah, a flyer. Yep.
Yeah, they got him, and he's pretty much a beast too. So they need somebody to go with him to help Derrick Henry. That's if they don't trade Derrick Henry to Buffalo.
Yeah, I think that's why I said Addison. He's a little bit more bigger, wide out, and I think they go somebody on the side to complement Burks in the slot or put him inside. So I think they're going to go there. We flip flop that, but now let's move on real quick. Let's talk about here. Let's go. Where are we at now? We are at the Houston Texans with their second pick.
I think they're going to go wide out too. I think they can take Addison from USC.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Mike, you said that. Okay, Joe, where are you going?
That's exactly who I have. I mean, I'm looking at a mock draft here. It has Jordan Addison right here. Bucky Brooks. That's got Jordan Addison.
Okay. Sean, where are you going to go?
Christian Gonzalez, cornerback.
Okay. Yep. I agree with Mike here. I'm going to flip-flop it. This is where I take Smith and Jigba. I think they need that deep threat. I mean, they lost Brandon Cook's years. I think they need to, they still have him, but I think they need that deep threat in the middle because you really don't have wide receivers out there right now. So I think you got to get that burner number one. So I'm going to flip-flop. Me and Mike are going to flip-flop that one. I'll take in Jigba here. Let's go New York Jets, man. I mean, now let's just say they get Derek Carr or they get Rodgers. I mean, where are you going to go? I mean, you got a great defense, good wide receivers. O-line, okay.
I'm going to go Peter Stranowski, Northwestern.
You haven't dropped that far. Okay.
Yeah, he can be plugged anywhere. I know it's shocking that he's fell, but that's what I'll go with.
I'm going to say
the Texans. Actually, Evans said Texans got Derek Stingley Jr. last year, so I can see that too. But that's why I said they're going offense this year.
Yeah, I can see the tight end from Notre Dame,
Mayer,
joining the Jets, gives them another weapon to throw.
Wow, that's a smart pick right there. I mean,
I'll tell you what, you know what? That's a great call, Mike, because they could use a tight end up there, and if they do get Derek Carr with Breece Hall coming back, and then the kid Wilson, all of a sudden the Jets got some weapons up there.
I agree. I mean, that's a great pick. That's where I had Michael Mayer going to, baby Gronk. If they get him, I mean, this guy's a generational player. I mean, you're talking
he's
tight end, big time.
Dude,
So
they need a tight end. They don't have a tight end to throw to up in New York. Mm-hmm. So if you get him, if you get Mike White, just some more weapons, like you more or less you get him a tight end and an offensive tackle. Mm-hmm. You put Mayer there to go along with those two wideouts and Breece Hall. Now you guys got an offense that teams are going to have to worry about.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think of that division too. You got the Dolphins down there. You got to put up points too as well. You got to beat them in points too. Higher team scores. I mean, your defense can slow teams down, but you got to outscore teams as well. So Eileen, who's a Jets fan, she says Jets need their pass rusher and offensive tackle. I agree with that, but I think you got to go with the generational player like Michael Mayer. I mean, he's one of a kind. One of a kind. You're not going to get a tight end probably until what's the guy, Brock Bowers next year? But you think about that. I mean, I have to go tight end as well. But let's go to Bubby's team, the New England Patriots. Where do you guys go there?
I'm gonna say wide out because they need help at wide out. They have no wide outs to throw the ball to. So I'm looking at probably I'm gonna say the kid from Florida, the starting wide receiver from Florida.
I don't even know who that is, Mike.
Hold on, man. Let me bring it. My mock page just dropped on me, so bring this up.
You know where I'm going for the Pats. It's the usual Alabama New England connection. The Patriots and Devin McCourty is getting old, so he's going to go Brian Branch, the defensive back from Alabama.
Smart pick.
Have you ever seen a guy? I mean, he screams. You remember, he screams New England Patriot to me. That kid.
I was actually reading something. Somebody compared him like a Ronnie Lott with more ball skills. The way he hits, and he's a generational player where he flies to the ball.
He can hit, man.
I love the kid. I think like 5 years. It's funny because the last two picks, right? Like you watch these drafts, but the Mayer, the tight end, and this kid Branch. I think like 4 or 5 years from now, we could be looking at them being like, damn, how the hell did they last to 13 and 14? Like, because I think they're both going to be tremendous players.
I agree. Mike, whatever you're going wide receiver, I'm actually going to go wide receiver here too. I'm probably going to go. I like the guy from Tennessee, Jalen Wyatt or Hyatt, something like that. That's where I think they go. I think they go top wide receiver available. I mean, with Njigba gone, Addison gone, I think they take the next best available player. I don't think they go slot. I think they go big wide receiver. I think Wyatt is like 6'3", good size. So I think they go there. Yeah, I think they go there. Bubba says for his Patriots, he says, the Pats need some wide receivers. I agree with that. I think they do. I mean, you got to surround Mac Boyd with some wide receivers out there.
I'll go Jordan Addison.
Jordan Addison, okay. If he drops, he's the biggest wide receiver out there. If he drops, you definitely got to take him. But I like what Joe said too. That defense, that Alabama connection, you can't go wrong with Branch. You cannot go wrong with him as well, 100%. But let's get into this here. Now we have the Green Bay Packers. Now, what do we do? Do we believe if Aaron Rodgers goes? We'll throw a curveball here because it's a possibility. Aaron Rodgers goes. Do you believe in Love? What do you do here? Do you take the next available quarterback, or what do you do?
I believe in Love, Paul.
You believe in Love? I'm glad you believe in Love because I love you too, Joe.
Yeah, I know. I just got divorced, but I still think there's love out there.
Everybody needs love out there, brother. We all need love out there, right?
Listen,
all you need is love.
For $29.99, you can go find love.
Out of the box, it's special from Out of the Box, $29.99. We will find you love on Out of the Box Network here. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel. New show coming soon. Out of the Box, $29.99. We will find you love.
The love hour. The love hour with the Sean.
We should. I know, right? We should start the Out of the Box Love channel. You know what I mean?
Hey, the dating game, dude. We should have some like the love connection, bro. We should get our Twitter people that follow us on Twitter on Out of the Box OOTBS Sports. Check it out on Twitter. Follow us. If you need a love, we'll get you on the show. We'll get you 3 single women out there, vice versa, men. Hey, if you want another guy, we can hook you up there too. Whatever you need, we'll get you a love connection, bro. Out of the Box, we'll find you love connection in 3 weeks starting. Out of the box, baby. That's why we're out of the box.
God.
Yeah,
we just got booted.
Yeah, we just got banned. No. All right, so where are we going here? Green Bay. Joe, since you believe in love, where are we going, brother?
You know what? I'm going to go Joey Porter Jr. here.
Okay.
Their defense was a little lacking last year, so they could use another. They could use another corner to go along with the. Yeah, I'm going with that. I don't know. My mock's all fucked up. So
Mine is too.
Yeah. I'm running out of names here.
All right, we're just going to go position-wise. How's that? Joe, where are you? Mike, where are you going to go?
This is what?
Green Bay Packers.
What pick?
This one here is the 15 pick.
15. Hold on. I was right there. Um, it's got them going. Dalton Kincaid, tight end from Georgia.
Wow. Tight
Okay.
end, huh? Okay. All right. I do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You got
was
the
like,
pieces of wide
I'm
receiver.
looking at
though.
the.
No.
I had names, but like I don't want to say, hey, I don't want to say, hey, that kid from over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
I got you.
I get hit in the head a lot.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Yes.
Sean, where are you going to go? Sean, where are you going to go? What position are you going?
Quentin Johnson, wide receiver, TCU.
Small guy, slot guy. Okay. That compliments what's his name? The wide receiver they have. What's the kid that dropped the ball the first catch of the season? What's his name? The
Christian
little white kid.
Watson.
Yeah, Christian Watson. There you go. Compliments him. I think they go. I think they go wide receiver here too. I think they give him a little bit more weapons to make. If it's Love's year, you got to give him the weapons or the tight end. I think if Mayer's there, you go Mayer. If not, you go with Mike said. Right there to the tight end. I think he's surrounded with weapons. All right, we'll move on real quick. Let's go to those Commanders down there. Bieniemy's on the clock here. What does he take? He has the weapons. Where does he go?
I'm going to say Keely Ringo, the cornerback.
Ooh,
That's what I did too.
Ringo.
Defense. Keely Ringo. Georgia.
Ringo. Okay, I like that one. Sean, where are you going to go?
Ringo ate me, baby.
The guy Battle.
What's that?
The guy from Bama that we were just talking about previously.
Oh, Branch.
Branch, yeah.
Okay. Joe, where are you going to go?
Taylor, so
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Where are you going to go, Joe?
Hang on, just give me 1 second here. Shit, I have no idea. I just lost my spot. Who the hell could what's his face need? Commanders. I'll find something here.
I'm thinking
I'm
going offensive line.
I got one here. Darnell Wright, offensive tackle from Tennessee.
Okay, so we're on the same board. I'm going to go offensive tackle. Whoever's the best available, I'm going to offensive tackle as well. Bubba has a question for us real quick. Are you guys going to do an NFL team preview soon, right before the season? Actually, that's a good idea. Maybe we'll hop on here maybe once a week and we'll talk about AFC West, NFC East. Maybe we'll do something like that. We'll keep it in division. We'll definitely do that. That's a great idea. We'll definitely do something like that, Bubba. Appreciate that idea. All right, so let's move on here. Let's go to, we'll go a little faster here. Let's go down to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just give me a position here now.
Cornerback, Cam Smith.
Ooh, damn, okay. Mike?
I could see that
Or
too.
Joe?
I'll agree with Sean.
Okay, corner. Okay. Mike?
I'm going to say edge rusher.
Edge rusher. Okay. I think you're going to go wide receivers. I mean, you have Pickens, but I think you lost Claypool. I think you need another wide receiver, best available, to get that offense running out there. So let's move on. Let's go to the once again the second pick for the Detroit Lions here. Where are we going there?
Cornerback, Keely Ringo.
All right, so you got Ringo going. Mike, what do you got since he took Ringo since you already mentioned
I'm going to say offensive tackle.
Okay. Joe?
Lions. Well, they don't have a it can't go quarterback. Shoot, is there a good safety? What about the kid from Texas? Could they use another safety? The kid from Texas A&M or something?
Texas A&M. That kid's 6'3".
Oh no, I got one. Brian, you know what? They could use more help. Brian Parisi, the defensive tackle from Clemson.
Okay.
I don't think I had him picked yet.
He's probably top 5, isn't he? I believe he is.
I don't think any of us picked him though.
No, he's not. He's still out there. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go Miles Murphy, edge rusher. He's dropping that far. I think if he drops, I think he's gone. But still, our draft is like, dude, if we're drafting this late, dude, we're going to get our fucking player. We're missing a lot of players out there. You know what I mean? All right, so let's move on here. Let's go Tampa Bay. Brady's gone, or Brady's coming back. We don't know. Where are you going? Fournette's out. What do we do?
I'm going to say Bijan Robinson, Texas.
Yeah.
They lost Fournette. That took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah.
Yep. Joe, you agree with that one?
Oh yeah. I think
I agree.
Exactly.
I think they go. I mean, he's a prototype. He's just like Leonard Smith.
Right down there, man.
Exactly. A big boulder. I think he goes there too. 100%.
Especially if they decide to kind of punt on this year, if they decide to roll with the dice with this Kyle Trask and see what he's got, then they're going to need a running game to give him a chance. And then if he stinks, Well, they have Bijan Robinson. Maybe they tank and they get either the kid from North Carolina or Caleb Williams next year.
Agree. All right, I agree with running back there. Let's go to where the hell we at? We are at Seattle right now. Seattle's pick, second pick in the draft.
I'm going to say
O-line, Osiris Torrance.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. I went defensive tackle here. I went with I forgot who it was. I think it was I forgot who the hell it was. Joe, I think we agreed on the same guy, whoever it was there. I think they go edge rusher here. I go edge rusher here. You went D tackle, now you go edge rusher to build that defense.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Tuliapadulo from USC, edge rusher.
Okay. All right. I like that one. I like that pick. Let's move on now. The forfeited pick, Miami. I'm sorry, you bums don't get a pick this year. So we're going to skip you guys, and we're going to go to the LA Chargers.
I want to say Trenton. I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
I was about to say, I can see another running back going to them to back up Austin Eckler.
Ooh, I like that. Okay. You got Jamar Gibbs, maybe? Alabama?
Yeah.
Or Evans.
No, the other one. The one
Gibbs, kid from A&M.
No, yeah. Alabama.
Jamar Gibbs.
Jamar Gibbs.
Nasty. I think he's the best running back. I think he's better than Robinson as well. I think he is. That's just me. Joe, where are you going to go?
I'm going defensive tackle Mazie Smith from Michigan.
Okay. Here, I think they go offensive line. I think they gotta protect Herbert a little bit better. So I think they'll go offensive lineman here. All right, so let's move on real quick. We are going to go to the Baltimore Ravens. I don't know where the hell to go here. I mean, it all depends what Lamar does. He gets paid.
I'm going to go with Cam Smith, cornerback. Cam Smith,
okay.
Cornerback. I would try them.
They need a wide receiver. I'm going to Zay Flowers from Boston College.
I agree. I like that. Bubby just said real quick, I think Baltimore should get another quarterback because Lamar will be gone. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think they're going to pay him. I think the market value is in his favor where he's going to stay. But I agree with you, Joe. I think they got to go out and get not a speed wide receiver. I think they need the biggest 7-foot wide receiver out there that can get the ball. You know, I think that's something he's always missed, a big wide receiver. They've always surrounded with speed. So I think they go there. Now let's go to the Minnesota Vikings here. Sitting at 24. What do you guys think?
D-line, Khalid Kancey from Pittsburgh.
Okay, you got him D-line. Okay.
I got Cam Smith, corner from South Carolina.
Okay. Mike? Bubba's saying he thinks Lamar's going to be gone.
This is for the...
this one here is for the Minnesota Vikings. Sitting at 24. 24th pick. Really 24-23 because of Miami forfeited. I'm going to go corner here. I think they got to get a corner. I'm going to go corner. Whoever's best available corner.
Yeah, Minnesota Vikings, right? Yeah, Deontay Banks, defensive back.
Okay. All right. So we're pretty much going to stay in the same category as being defense here. All right, let's move it on real quick. Let's talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars. Very surprising there, Doug Peterson. Where are we going to go here?
Wide receiver, Jalen Hyatt.
Okay,
I think they go. I'm going to say offensive lineman, Jalen Duncan from Maryland.
Okay. Joe?
Corner. I don't know how accurate this mock is, but some guy, Tyreek Stevenson from Miami.
Okay. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty solid.
Okay. I'm going to go O-line here. Best available O-line, guys. I don't know who the hell is available on my draft board anymore, but I'm just going to sit there and say, fucking take your pick. Take an O-line guy wherever you want to go. Best available. Very simple. You know, whoever's available. Flip the dice and we got them. Now let's talk about our division here. The New York Giants are on the clock. Where do we go?
Ohio State's wide receiver, Hilas Ojibwa.
On Jigba. Okay.
Yeah, they really need it because of Galladay.
Wow. Yeah, so smart.
They got their guy.
Okay. Mike?
I say they're going to go linebacker. I say they're going to take Drew Sanders from Arkansas.
Okay.
That kid's
So where are you
big,
going?
man.
Did you give me a pick already, Joe?
I'm saying the wide receiver, like Sean said, the dude from Ohio State.
Yeah, I think since he's gone, wide receiver's gone, Galladay's gone. I think you have to go wide receiver here. I mean, you got two young the guy with Hodges, whatever his name was, just signed. I think you definitely have to go wide receiver here.
Yep.
I didn't even know Jigba was actually in the draft this year. I totally forgot about him. 100%.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about a team that has a lot of issues here. Most overrated team out there. It's been 26 fucking years and counting here. Put me in the hospital every year. Let's talk about those Dallas Cowboys. Where are we going?
Why don't you start first? Where do you think they're going to go?
To me, man, I think if best available wide, if Njigba or someone like that falls to me, I got him. And listen, I'll be honest with you. Sitting at 20, where are we at? 26, I think it is, 27.
Yeah.
If I can move up to possibly 16, 15, 16 and get it in Njigba or a Addison, I'm doing it. I'm moving up. But if not, whoever falls to me, I'm probably going to go best available corner, or I'm probably going to go linebacker to me. That's where I need. Offensive line, we're set. I think we go corner best available, possibly a linebacker. But I do, if Branch is available, Joe, I'm taking Branch here at safety.
Okay. Oh, wow. If he lasts till that, that'd be a hell of a pick.
Yeah. He's going to be gone, but that's why I'm saying best available right now. Otherwise, we move up to get a pure number one wide receiver.
Deontay Banks, Maryland, for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna say offensive lineman, that Osiris Jackson.
Osiris Torrance, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Torrance,
from Florida, yeah.
Okay. I like that pick too. It's a smart pick because the O-line's kind of old here. Peters is gone, of course. So, all right. Joe, if you got to go ahead, brother. No problem. All right. Joe will read my back on real quick. He's got to make a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We've got a couple more picks here real quick. Let's talk about the Buffalo Bills, man. Where are we going?
I think they're going to go. I don't know. Something's telling me they're going to go defense. I'm going to say defensive backfield.
Okay. Bubba says, I think Dallas should work on their defense because it's pretty good offense. I agree. I think we got the weapons here, but you never know. Go ahead, Sean.
I think they're going to go secondary as well. The kid from A&M, safety.
Okay.
Johnson.
I think they're going to go wide receiver here, man, because a lot of teams in the division, their offense is good, but I think they want to take a lot of pressure off Josh Allen running the ball as a QB that he is. I think they go wide receiver here, or I agree with a corner most likely, maybe. We'll see there. But, all right, let's move on real quick. Let's go to the Cincinnati Bengals.
I think they're going offensive line.
I agree. How many sacks did Burrows get sacked last year? Led the league? Good God. Yeah.
They got to get him some help. They spent a lot of money on free agency, but, they got to draft some young guys.
I agree, 100%. I agree there. Sean, where are you going to go?
I'm going to shock you. Tight end, Mayer.
You think he drops that far?
I see him either going to the Packers or, I see him really going to the Packers, but.
Okay, I now to think about it, I think the Packers would get a tight end. Don't put it past Belichick to go back and get a Gronk-type player as a tight end there. But, man, if Meyer drops that far, I'll take him Dallas. Let Schultz go. Bring in Mayer.
One thing had Schultz leaving, and you guys getting Mayer, and I could see
if that happens, I'm 100% on board with that. 100%. Let Schultz walk.
Man.
You bring it. You want Schultz wants $14 million a year. Let him walk. You bring in Mayer on a 4-year deal, $12 million tops.
Contract.
Boom. Play it out. 100%. All right, real quick, let's move on here. Let's go to the New Orleans Saints. I wonder why they're at 30. What the hell happened there? Huh.
No, that's the Eagles pick.
I know, Mike. I know.
I'm going to say they get the edge rusher from Clemson.
Okay. You're going to edge rusher. Okay. All right. Sean, where do you want to go with the Saints pick here?
Baylor's D lineman, Siaka Aka.
Oh, Aka. Okay. All right. I'm going to go here. Saints, I think they need offensive line help because whoever's playing quarterback, I think they got to keep him upright. That's all I can say there. You got to start with the offensive lineman. What's that?
That's the Eagles pick, dude.
I know. What's up, Joe? Joe, real quick. We are on the New Orleans Saints real quick. Where are you going?
Oh, New Orleans Saints. Ooh, what do they need? They need offense, probably, right? Let's see. All right, let's see what this guy says. You know what? Let's do linebacker. Let's do a linebacker. Drew Sanders from Arkansas.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about this team that has their second pick at 31 here. The Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I got confused there for a second. That's why I said the kid from. I thought you were talking about the Eagles.
Wake up.
Oh, no, your pick is already done, Mike. You can't draft a second fucking player. It's already done for you.
Why? Why? Sean can do it.
No, Sean's already out of the draft room. Okay, they already kicked his whole team, kicked him out. Everybody in the
Sean
NFL
said the same
meeting,
person in
others
like
kicked
4
him
different
out.
teams already.
But I'm back.
Jalen Carter's going to the Vikings, going to the Cowboys, the Eagles, the Saints. He's going everywhere right now.
That dude needs a visa.
All right, go ahead, Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm going to go Jamar Gibbs, the running back from Alabama.
God, no.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm totally with Joey. Yep.
Man.
I don't think so. I think they're going to sign Kareem Hunt.
Nah.
I'll tell you this. I think they're going to sign Kareem Hunt, and I think they're going to take the kid from Oregon, the other cornerback. We're going to load up on cornerbacks.
You're going back to the Oregon tree, huh?
Yeah. What's the kid? Gonzalez. I think they're going to get
Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah. I think they're going to get Gonzalez and Porter.
God.
Because Slay's getting older too. So, like, it's not just getting a guy that they can plug and play. They got to get somebody that can replace him too.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. I have Porter going to you guys in the first, and I think I hate to say this, but to me, it makes sense to go Jamar Gibbs here, a running back of that size. My God, man.
That's a home run right there.
That's what I mean. I mean, you're on a rookie contract, 4 years, $8 million,
Exactly.
really, and you're going to pay Kareem 10 to 12 million probably. I would definitely go Gibbs on this one, 100%. Lock him up. All right, well, let's talk about this last pick. I know you guys don't like to talk about this team, but it's the Kansas City Chiefs. Where are you going to go?
I say defense with them.
I
Defensive
agree.
line. I think second straight year they go defensive line.
Brian Breesy.
Okay. Defense.
I have the kid from Iowa that Sean said earlier. What the hell is
Lucas
his name
Van
again?
Ness. Lucas Van Ness.
Okay.
Yeah, Chiefs take him because they're going to lose Frank Clark probably, so they could use another edge rusher. And then they took the other young kid from Purdue last year, right?
Yeah.
Kafkas.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know where the hell I'm going to go with them. I mean, anybody that the Kansas City Chiefs get in, they become an all-star. It doesn't matter who the fuck they are. They just plug and play these players. So I don't even know where the hell they're going to go. I'm probably going to go maybe defense, somewhere on defense. That's just me, but man. But guys, I'll tell you one thing, man. Us being a draft pickers, I think that our fan base would probably run us out of town if we were picking these picks because our draft board would be one hell of a screw up, man. We wouldn't know what the hell's on our draft boards, man.
Yeah, I think we'd be worse than that guy Mike Tice from Minnesota that remember he lost his pick.
Yes.
That would be Kilrain. Kilrain would lose us our pick.
No, man. No way, man.
No, real quick, have fun, little bit. Could you believe, like, Sean's in the war room? You get that 15-minute pick. He's looking at him. He's like, in his mind, he's like, I'm taking Jalen Carter at number 5 here. I'm taking him. And he gives a little envelope to the guy, the little runner up there. And he goes up there and hands it off. And he's like, opens it. He's like, like this. It's like, with the 5th pick, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jalen Carter, University of Georgia.
Huh.
Like, but I don't know, man. I tell you,
Yeah, remember draft day where he was like, what was that guy? Whatever. What was the guy's name? The linebacker. No matter what, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I don't know his name. What the hell's his name?
I can't remember his name. But that was funny too, though. He called up in the rookie GM. We'd be like the rookie GM from Jacksonville, where he's like, give me a 3rd rounder just because I said for the heck of it. You know what I mean? Dude's all nervous and shit.
You know what I'm going to do this year for fun? I know we do the draft, the night of the draft. We always do our live show here. We're going to have fun doing that again as well. Sean, you're going to be on it this year, of course. Mike could be, myself. We'll have a couple other people. We'll do a live draft. What I want to do before the draft, it's not now, but I want to get all of our predictions 1 through 32. And I want to see how much fun we can have with this. Post it on the website just to see how many we actually get right.
Okay.
1 to 32. I don't think we're going to come up with probably 10 right answers, to be honest with you. Because if you're drafting 1 through 5, that screws up your entire damn board 100%. Big time. So we're going to have fun with that. We're going to do that. But guys, real quick, before we get into it, what one team real quick stands out to you for next year? Can Georgia three-peat real quick?
Yes.
I'm not saying. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You know who I'm liking, believe it or not, is I'm liking Ohio State. I think Ohio State's going to be really, really good, man. They're up to like what, third or fourth.
You know the crazy thing is, Mike, they have the number 3 recruiting class in the nation. But do you know they have the number, not in order, but they have the number 1, 2, and 3 wide receivers coming in next year?
Yeah.
You know what? I
Already
got to
signed.
kind of agree with Mike. Yeah, Ohio State.
Ohio State
they
looks
just
like just
loaded.
they replenish, and I'll tell you, like my
Yeah.
home. Listen, I'm proud of these guys too. I mean, right now they're 8th. So if the playoffs start, dude, we get an invite. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be up to them. I think Michigan takes a step back this year.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I agree with
I
you,
agree.
Mike.
They got a
I
lot
think
of
they
guys
take a step
coming in
back.
out for the draft. Yeah,
I'll tell you what,
they got
too.
Corum
Look out,
coming back, but
look out
about
for
it.
Wisconsin too in the
Yeah.
Big Ten. Watch out for Wisconsin. I mean, they go out. They got Luke Fickell from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
That dude is a winner.
yeah,
He's going to have them playing hard in Madison, man. I'll tell you what. And of course, you always got your pain in the necks in the Big Ten. See, I can talk Big Ten because you 3 are Golden Domers, so I got to bring the Big Ten into you guys. But you got teams like the pain in the butts, like Minnesota, Iowa. They're going to be there.
yeah.
Believe it or not, too, I think Maryland's going to take another step too. I think they're going to get better too.
Okay.
They were starting to play a little better ball last year towards the end of the year. I think Sparty gets better this year. I don't think they're not going to be getting kicked around as much. But you still have your doormats like Rutgers and Northwestern, and there's nothing we can do about that.
Now, I know we did this earlier in the season last year. We picked one team before preseason started. Mine was all the way USC. Early season, there's one USC out there in your eyes right now. I'll start first. Mine is Washington Huskies. I love this quarterback, Michael Penix. I think they are surrounded by talent. Playing in that weak Pac-12 division, I think they make it to the BCS this year.
Wow, that is a out of the box prediction. I like
Big time. Mm-hmm.
My team. I mean, I don't necessarily have a sleeper team, but we were going over teams that we think are going to be. Mine's kind of it's usually chalk, but I think it's definitely apropos for next year. Mm-hmm. I watched Nick Saban on that stage when David Pollock said that Georgia's kind of overtaking him. Yeah. And I think Alabama's gonna be a juggernaut next year. Yeah. I think Georgia's gonna take a little bit of a step back, and Alabama's gonna be that team again.
I agree. You don't take the stage away from Nick Saban, brother. That's one thing you don't do.
If I'm looking at a team I think a team that's going to raise some eyebrows. I don't think they're going to get to the BCS just because of where they play. But how about Texas? Keep an eye on Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, they still got Hewers for another year, so
yeah.
I mean, he's got to be the odds-on favorite to win the.
And I think I'm looking at the recruiting class. Like to your point, they're number 5 in recruiting this year.
Yeah, and they had a pretty decent season a year ago. So I mean, I know them losing Bijan Robinson's going to hurt in their run game, but I'm pretty sure they got somebody behind him that can run the ball.
And you know what? I do like that thing that you said with Texas there, because Sarkisian, this is his first year basically with his players. I think if you get another year in his system, I think he can turn Texas around. I agree with that.
Yeah, I think Texas. Like I said, I don't know about getting to the BCS. I mean, BCS is 8 this year, right?
8 teams, yeah.
All right, well, maybe. I mean,
Well, you really consider it. You really think 6 teams because you have 2 at-large bids, which is a non-power 5.
Right.
Or one non-power 5. So it's 7. It's 7 plus 1 non-power 5.
So,
yeah.
I mean, it's possible they could, but I mean, I'm thinking out of the ordinary because, like I said, you don't know what Oklahoma's going to be because they're up and down. Oklahoma State's always they look like world beaters until they got to play Oklahoma or Texas, and then they get stomped.
Right.
So,
Sean, give me yours.
Florida State. Florida State.
I love that pick. I love that pick.
Florida State.
I love that. I love that pick as you.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, guys. Listen, real quick before we get out of here, man. When are we going to do this again?
Couple weeks.
2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about off the bye weeks? How about we flip the script and we do what Bubba said? And how about we talk about a division in the NFL coming up? What do you guys think about that?
Let's do it.
Sure,
Yeah.
why not?
Want to do it next week?
I'm down.
Yeah, sure.
Sean, all right. What division you want to start with?
AFC South.
AFC South. All right, let me write that down. So next week we're going to do AFC South, College Football Frenzy, flipping the script, AFC South.
Well, you want to do? Well, I was going to say since Bubba's a Patriots fan, or do you want to do AFC East?
Yeah, you know what? Let's do AFC East because Bubba mentioned it. How about we do AFC East? We'll talk about the
All right,
Patriots
yeah,
and
we
all
can
the
do that.
divisions. All right, so we definitely. So Bubba, if you're listening, man, there's your wish come true. We are going to do an AFC West preview next week, and then we'll flip it over to another division on our off week. So there we go, man. All right. Real quick, guys, before we get out of here, let's play a video real quick to show over our sponsors' upcoming shows, and we'll be back in 1 minute to close out the show. So pay attention, hit that subscribe button. All right, everybody. We are back. Listen, thank you for checking us out tonight for the full hour and a half here. We enjoy doing it every week. Next week, we'll be back with the AFC. Talking that since Bubba mentioned it. For myself, Paul Spencer, Sean Killer Kilrain, a.k.a. Joe Sullivan, the John. Shit, right over there, we have Big Mike, a.k.a. Larry. Mike, what are your topics tomorrow night anyway?
Tomorrow night, we're going to be going over the Sixers and see what's going on with them so far since the beginning of the second half. 1-2 start. They're playing Miami tonight. We're definitely going to recap that. The Flyers, we're just praying for an end of the season with the Flyers. And, of course, we got to check in on our Fighting Phils. And, of course, maybe we'll throw a little bit of birds in, see what we're hearing about the draft and upcoming free agents and stuff. And your reactions to the new hires of the two new coordinators.
I kind of like those hires, actually.
Sixers are winning 102-77.
Yeah, that's what
Let's turn that on, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? It's really funny because I was really thinking about betting the Sixers coming off of 2 straight losses, and then it said Embiid was out. I'm like, shit, I'm not going to touch it. And now we're kicking their ass.
Yeah,
you know
that's the thing. That's the one thing.
Go figure.
You guys know me. I put in the group chat. Whenever I bet the Sixers, they lose. So you know why they're winning tonight? Because I didn't bet their ass. Just like you said, Joe. And Embiid's not playing. It's going to be a Miami win. And look what the fuck happens. 30-point win.
Yeah, they're dominating.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Yeah. But guys, before we get out here, I appreciate you guys checking in. Make sure you hit that YouTube button to subscribe. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. Also on Instagram. Also on TikTok as well. So make sure you stay tuned. We got new shows coming up here. All you video game fans out there, we got a video game coming up. Show with Dan Connor, Evan Laurel. The 13th of this month, Joystick Junkies will making their debut. Of course, fantasy baseball will be coming up as well. So, guys, for myself, Sean, Joe, Mike, we will see you next week talking NFL coverage. So, guys, until then, have a great week, and we'll see you next week.